Hey guys, Dan here from DansTube.TV, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys the brand new Sony 4K action camera. Now I'd like to give a massive shout out to Aussie Tech for helping film this video and for also letting me play around with the brand new Sony 4K action camera. But anyway, jumping into this video, I really enjoyed checking out the Sony 4K action camera. Now I compared this camera with the Hero4 Black Edition, which is the top end GoPro at the moment. This video will give you guys a little bit of a visual comparison between the two models. All of the footage has been filmed in 1080p and all of the settings have been matched, so this is as close to a visual comparison as we could get. One thing about the Sony action camera is that it houses a Zeiss lens, and it's such a beautiful lens. It really does have a lot of clarity and richness to the picture, and overall, looking at the two images side by side, I actually preferred the Sony action camera. I think that it offered a nicer quality to the image, and I really just enjoyed the overall experience when using the Sony action camera. It does have a very interesting and unique design, the Sony camera, and it is a splash-proof body, and then on top of that you have a universal tripod mount, so that means that you're going to have a lot more freedom when mounting this camera. Looking at the price difference between the two high-end models, both the GoPro and the Sony action camera, the GoPro Hero4 Black retails for about $730 in Australia, and then the Sony 4K action camera retails for $499, so there is quite a big difference in the price bracket there, and to be honest with you, I think the Sony has the edge for me. It's a lot cheaper, you have the versatility of the universal tripod mount, and then on top of that it's a really unique design and it has a beautiful finish. And then the main focus is the image and I guess the sound quality, and I just think that the Sony action camera had a nicer sound quality and definitely a nicer image as well. Both cameras offer professional 4K, and they also offer recording of up to 240p in HD and 120p in HD, so you have some great freedom when it comes to slow motion shots, and you also have a lot of freedom when it comes to shooting in 4K. Another thing that really stood out to me with the Sony 4K action camera was the stabilization. It had such a stable shot, and I guess that's built into the Sony name. With all my other Sony cameras, they have a built-in stabilizer in the actual body of the camera as well as the lens as well, so you get some very stable video shots, and that's something that I really loved about my Sony cameras. Now when it comes to an action camera, the GoPro does struggle when you move a lot, unless I guess it's fixed to a helmet or to a chest mount, but apart from that it isn't the most stable footage in the world. But I noticed the Sony camera did an amazing job of stabilizing footage. To have a beautiful Zeiss lens, a beautiful design to the actual camera itself, and then to be able to offer stabilization when you're filming, that's just something that is miles ahead of the GoPro in my book. When it comes down to it though, both the GoPro and the Sony action camera are fantastic action cameras, and they are both very competitive with each other. You definitely do have some pros and cons when it comes to each model, and of course you're going to have some fanboys who want to focus on either a GoPro or focus on a Sony camera, but I guess at its core, without being biased, they both are fantastic cameras, and just depending on your budget at the moment, I guess depends on what you're going to go with, and it also depends on what you're going to be using the camera for. But for someone who's just getting into action cameras and really wants to get something that's going to be killer in every single aspect, I would have to say the Sony 4K action camera would have it for me. It's a little bit cheaper, you have a lot more versatility with the universal tripod mount, and in my subjective opinion, I think the Sony camera is really sexy in white. It has such an impact to it, and it had an amazing quality of audio and video as well, so you really can't go wrong with that. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below though, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and also thank you to Aussie Tech for everything that you've done for DansTube.TV. Make sure to have a great day, guys, and peace out.